tell the story.
So we were, I mean, I was outside smoking and then I was chit-chatting. This group of gays walked by and they're like, I bet she's not out here. She doesn't smoke anymore. And they were talking about me with mid-cigarette in my mouth.
It was almost like a movie.
It was like very surreal. And I was like, and they looked at me, they're like, oh, shit. And then two other people walked by and they're like, hey, I love you. I love you. I was like, yeah, great. And I was like, coming to the show? Like, no. And they were like, hey, you know what though? I was in the theatrical production of Beetlejuice when Lauren Boebert got jerked off, fondled, and was heckling. I was like, this cannot be true. And
the heckling is that's the real issue I have.
Vaping, heckling. So unruly, so rude. I mean, the titties fondled, yes. The jerked off, yes.
Sure,
it's a
theater.
The blowjobs, the hand jobs, the fisting, the Chinese aphrodisiac.
The Sibian. Straddling the Sibian hooked up to a car battery.
Hello. Blowing out all the lights, the power going out on one side of the theater.
The power strip with a surge protection with a Hitachi the size of a Prius.
Yeah, the smoke coming up from the outlets. That's fine.
Totally. The nipple
heckling,
clamps.
Yeah, the nipple clamps, the hard wired, the e-stim.
Yeah, definitely.
The chatterbait
patches.
The chatterbait live feed.
The live
But the heckling is a bridge too far. I just can't do that.
I don't like that.
No.
Even if the show is patently bad, you sit and you respect the program.
Or you get the
or
out of
leave
there quietly.
You and I will leave things that aren't. If a movie is a 9 out of 10, I'm ready to leave.
Mama, if it's a 12 out of 10, I want to leave.
I know.
It's just really, it's truly puzzling and well, I guess that's just the mystery of being a congresswoman,
being a performer. I one time was in P-Town. This is like 2016, and I don't think I've ever told you this, but I was in a situation where I heard someone talking about me like 2 feet away.
Bad.
It wasn't at the time. It wasn't bad, but at the time I did take it a little personal.
Okay.
At full disclosure, at the time, this is like 2016, my first summer in P-Town, 2017. Yeah. They said they were leaving my show, or they'd see my show that night.
Oh no!
And they were like, she was actually really good, and I was like, oh yeah, and they were like, I don't think she's gonna be very good without Katya, which was it was like a compliment, but a compliment that they would have never said to my face, of course.
Right.
And I guess the story of that is, they left. They came in there not expecting it to be good.
But that's a good
thing. That's good.
Yeah.
But I was walking behind them and I should have tapped him on the shoulder and said, is that what you think? Is that what you think, little vacation? Are you guys going to go to the beach tomorrow and get some seashells?
I have heard some secondhand commentary about me that it's never fun.
Sometimes at theaters,
it's not fun.
People don't know at theaters, sometimes the exit, doorway, hallway, is sometimes adjacent to the backstage. And sometimes when people are leaving and walking loudly, discussing what they just saw. I remember one show, the band was all behind a door, lit their ears, and they're still in their show outfits. And I was like, what do you guys do? They're like, shh, they're talking about the show. And I was like, I don't want to hear it.
No.
I don't want to be a part of it.
No, ma'am. No, it's not, the peanut gallery is the peanut gallery. You gotta.
Because whatever they're going to say about the show, I have to do the show tomorrow.
It's done. It's done.
What happened happened.
What happened. And if you're really like jonesing for some constructive criticism, you can ask a colleague.
If I'm pressed up against a door and I hear, she really can't sing.
Yeah.
I vote 24 hours before curtain again.
Yeah.
How am I going to call Celine?
You could, but she wouldn't answer.
I really wouldn't call Celine at this point in time.
You know what? What are you going to do? There's like, well, she was super fat. She couldn't sing. I didn't laugh. Very ugly.
Too much money.
Yeah, too much money. So what are you going to do with that?
Go back on stage the next day, do the same show in the same outfits.
Hello.
What if they're like, I hated all the clothes? I'm like, well,